you know what I'm tired of, Chief? People using their genetics, their dispositions, their cards they've been given in life as an excuse to stop, to quit. I believe the modern day communities call it black-pilled. I don't care how bad your genetics are. My genetics aren't too good. I can't lie. I mean, for a number of reasons. First of all, my bicep, the connection between my bicep and my arm is very, very big, to the fact that I can probably fit about 4 fingers together between where my bicep starts and where my forearm ends. I'm bold as fuck. I've got alopecia, so I've got no hair on my entire body. But you know one thing I don't do is I don't use it as an excuse to be insecure and be a wimp and give up and say, well, I'm never going to be anything, because guess what? I am still confident. I'm still sometimes even full of myself. I still attract girls and I still push forwards. Now, this isn't me bragging, because I still have hard days, we all do. I'm not some Chad, definitely not. Maybe one day I will be. But the point is, the one thing I do not do is give up. Nowhere near. Even when I'm feeling down, I have that arrogance to keep pushing on. And why don't you, lads? You think you're special just because you've got a few dispositions? Maybe facially you're not too charming, handsome, whatever, but you could do the best with what you got. Are you eating right? Are you cleaning yourself properly? Are you taking care of your hygiene orally, facially, on your body? Because do you know what's making you unattractive, lad? It's not the things that genetically are giving you a disadvantage. It's how you feel about them. It's your energy. It's the fact that you've already given up. That's what's making you unattractive. That energy of, I am nothing. When I do well in life, regardless of what I look like, it's always about the energy I carry and what people can sense from me. And people can sense from you right now that you've given up on yourself because you believe there is no way out. That's stupid. There are people with worse genetics than you that look better than you. And they did that through work. Hard work, dedication. That should piss you off. You can still be a winner. That is a choice. It's a frame of mind. And I'm not one of these idiot YouTubers on here telling you to become rich, famous, get loads of women. It's just about developing self-confidence and self-respect. That's something you can develop no matter what you look like, no matter what disadvantages life has given to you. And your disadvantages you can turn into advantages. It's all about your perception. I'll give you an example. Look at my bald head. When this first happened to me, I was 18. I was 18 years old, lad. Full head of hair. Full head of hair at 18. I had the short back and sides. I was curly fringe, short back and sides. And then one day I went for a haircut. And there was a hole right here. And I thought they had cut my hair wrong. Thank God I didn't confront the barber about that. And then more and more hair went. And I realized this was something going on. And I shaved it off thinking it would come back. My doctors didn't know what it was. They thought it was thyroid problems, because I also have thyroid problems as well. Lad, I've also got vitiligo, which is where certain parts of my skin don't tan. Again, that on another note, I think that's cool as hell. And that's all about perception. But anyway, once I shaved it all off, the hair kept going, my eyebrows went. And then that's when I was told it's alopecia and it's permanent. It's like a dagger to the heart. Because I've been a cocky little, well, I can't swear on here, but I was very cocky when I had a full head of hair. And you know what happened, lad? I mourned it. It definitely shook me to my core, but then one day I realized that that was a choice of how I perceived that. I realized I can work with what I got, and guess what? I'm still a cocky little idiot. I'm just a bold one this time. And that's the difference. And you know what's funny? I had more success with the opposite gender, and this is not me bragging, but this is just shows you how far energy and confidence can go, and looking after yourself, because I didn't look after myself that well before. But ever since, I've been regularly eating pretty well, other than sometimes a week. I go to the gym very, very regularly. I take my health very seriously, and ever since then, I've had more success with the opposite sex. And I could have just taken it as, well, look at me, I'm gonna be a, look at me. I could have been like, oh, I'm just a bold little egg. A bold little egg. Make-a-wish kids, I'm never gonna get anything. I might as well just give up and become a little spurg on the internet. That's what I could have done. And some of you would have done the same thing. Would have thought, that is the only way around it, because you couldn't imagine it. You couldn't walk a second in my shoes. But when you're in that moment, when you're confronted with the choice, if you're like me and you have that inner animal inside you, you say, no, I'm gonna make something of this, I'm gonna use it. Because yes, it was difficult at the time, but now I love it, I stand out. Do you know how many idiots have that stupid trim? Blend. Imagine if I tried to do this channel, if I had that same stupid trim. I wouldn't stand out at all, it doesn't matter how brash I was. If anything, this helps me on here now. Do you see what I mean? That is a mindset. I could be hating it, but I've learned to love it. And also, being bold and successful is pretty much an aesthetic now. Not that I want to be like that bold guy, if you know what I mean. He can, I ain't like anyone, I'm the first version of me, just let's get that straight right now. But it's not the end of the world. In fact, it was the start of my real confidence, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I still have bad days, everyone does. I'd have bad days if I had a full head of hair. Now, what does this mean for you? It means that if you've got something that's been troubling you, it's never really gonna go away, but you can change how you react to it, and you can use it as an advantage. And when you start winning, it's a lot harder to focus on the negatives of yourself. In fact, sometimes you might even start liking them. We have up and down moments, lad. But you too can be a cocky little idiot, no matter what you look like. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for my terrible biceps. I'm grateful for all the genetic dispositions that I have, because they have given me, they have not solely, but they have helped me with an inner fire that has pushed me to fighting against them and making myself beautiful anyway. And I'm still very much on that path. I'm nowhere near what I could be, but I'm running towards it at a speed that no one else is. And the people that I am overtaking are ones that have better genetics than me, who have less of an excuse to quit. I'm not saying I'm special, that I've got it difficult, because I don't. But neither do you compared to some other people that are ahead of you. In fact, some people with trauma and adversity work better. I know I thrive and I have more motivation when people are against me. So I love hate comments. And I'm not trying to sound impressive, because I don't think I'm impressive, but I'm just here telling you that if I can do it, some bold idiot online, so can you. Stop using your genetics as an excuse. It is pathetic and pointless. Go and find a real excuse, and you won't find that until you actually try. All right? I don't care how short you are, how bold you are, what your eye shape is, nose shape, whatever. You can still be the best version of yourself, and not doing that, not trying to be that, you're discrediting yourself, and that's your fault, no one else's. All right. Oh, also, I'm recording this on Tuesday. The last video you saw yesterday, if you did watch that, that was recorded many days before, but I did get that 5 out of 5 last week. Gonna go for it again this week. Gonna get 1 out of 5 right after recording another video. Chief, I appreciate you. And when the whole world is against you, turn around and lead it. Say less, do more.